why these 5 black people killed these 2 white people. 2 different incidents in 2 different parts of the country. One a new mother, one a recent father. The victims, that is. But this much we do know. That black on white murder exceeds white on black murder by a factor of 10, 20, 30, 50, 100, 1,000. Depending on where you live. Let's take a look at a couple of recent cases.
Right. It's a terrible situation with still a lot of questions unanswered, Michelle. But I spoke with the Muskegon County prosecutor today, who tells me it was late yesterday when the medical examiner identified Bobby Maples' remains. Now, take a look at this video from last Friday. That was a tip that led Roosevelt Park Police and crime lab techs to this property you're seeing in Fruitport Township. That's where they dug up remains that were buried and covered with cement there beside a barn on Nestrom Road. Police say that until this tip came in, there was very little information on this case for investigators to work with. At this time, the prosecutor says they've not received the official manner or cause of her death. And as police here head this investigation, they are working through multiple suspects right now. The prosecutor says he spoke with the Maples family about what's next.
Okay, so here's what we know. We know that Bobby Maples was found buried under a concrete slab in the backyard of Ronnie Williams. What police believe right now is that Ronnie Williams has had a girlfriend named Taisha. Taisha saw something wrapped up in a comforter. She said, "Hey, what's in that comforter?" He said, "Oh, a bunch of guns." Takes the comforter out back, digs a 5-foot hole, puts a bunch of concrete over it. Pretty soon, this dude, Ronnie Williams, is in prison for drug dealing. Anyway, then the girlfriend tells Ronnie Williams' sister. Ronnie Williams' sister is named Ronisha. Ronisha gets busted for crime. Ronisha goes to the cops and says, "Hey, I think I know what happened to that Bobby Maples. You give me a deal, I'll get you out." Da da da. Well, not all happened. And that's what happened to Bobby Maples, the mother of an 11-day-old child who was found murdered by Ron Williams.
The Crime Tracker tonight, coverage you can count on. In Texarkana, Texas, police have arrested a 3rd suspect accused of opening fire on a vehicle, killing a man. The shooting happened Tuesday around 4 o'clock on Mamie Drive. 28-year-old Casey Smith was found dead at the scene. Authorities say Jalen Gamble went to the Bi-State Criminal Justice Center last night and asked to speak to detectives. Gamble was later arrested and charged with capital murder. Police are still looking for a 4th suspect, 19-year-old Anthony Wilson of Texarkana, Arkansas, in connection to the fatal shooting.
And residents say police are not doing enough to make the community safe.
Why can't we get some help down here? Why can't we get somebody down here to take over this and control this and solve these murders?
Hey man, don't ask me. Ask your former First Lady, the former First Lady of Arkansas, Hillary Clinton. She and her buddy Bernie Sanders may disagree on some things, but they sure as hell agree that black people are relentless victims of relentless white racism all the time, everywhere. That explains everything, especially why cops are always picking up black people for no reason whatsoever. And they agree on that all over the country. Okay, I'm interrupting this video, which I've already finished. Now I'm going back in because as in between the time I finished it and in between the time I posted it, somebody else sent me a news story out of Pennsylvania. This guy, Dominic Cruz, from Tonawanda near Buffalo, he killed one white kid. I think his name is Mark Sternin. And he almost killed another. So we started off by saying we have 5 black people involved in killing 2 white people in 2 separate incidents. Now, in this new case, police are looking for 3 people. So that means there were 3 white people killed in 3 incidents involving 8 black people. How's my math? Now down in Texarkana, we're still not sure what was going on with this robbery of this guy named Casey, father of 4. If you look at his picture, you can tell, I mean, he was down a little bit with the thug lifestyle, neck tattoos. He had a grill. He has the dental work across the front of his mouth. He had a grill. So he's married to a black woman. They had 1 child together. And she had 3 other children that he was the stepfather of. So I don't know what the hell's going on. We might never know, except we do know this. What the black on white murder rate is wildly out of proportion compared to white on black. Just a few weeks ago in New York City, they were asking the Commissioner Bratton, what's up with all these slashings? He said it was just a coincidence. Well, maybe that's just a coincidence too, that white on black murder is wildly under proportion compared to black on white murder. Maybe that's a coincidence. That would be some coincidence, because black on white assault is wildly out of proportion. Black on white robbery is wildly out of proportion. Black on white rape is wildly out of proportion. Boy, these coincidences are just mounting up.